Hey everybody, we're back with another Wednesday show. We're going to talk about that and what it's going to be going forward, because it's going to be what you want it to be. All right, everybody, good to be back chatting with you all. It has been a crazy week. I think that's what my meme, my little thumbnail thing says, that it's been a crazy week. 10 days, I guess. I feel like I've hardly had a chance to catch my breath, but we somehow managed to do a show on Saturday, or we did it on Friday night, but it's been crazy busy. Between Tuesday morning, which would have been the 6th, it would have been the 6th of July, and around, well, from the time I woke up, which was about 7:30, I guess, until Monday, July the 12th, which would have been 2 days ago, it was pretty out of control around here. That's why we ended up not doing a Wednesday show last week. We didn't end up doing any vlogging really last week at all. The image you saw on our thumbnail this week, before you clicked into this fabulous broadcast, was about the only thing we recorded over the whole week, and that was a moderately decent hit playing a little Caveman Keno Sunday night. 7-Eleven, which apparently is not that lucky a day for me, because I didn't do particularly well. But we put something like 900 miles on the new car. Spent a good deal of time with my mom, and also touched base with a few other family members. And then on this past Monday, after just a couple of days back in town, which had been working days, spent an entire day with a really good friend of mine from my college/university days, Mr. Kevin. We casino hopped, hitting 5 different casinos in the Kansas City area. And I know you're like, well, why are we not seeing all this video footage? Well, I don't know. I really was planning to do at least a little bit of footage, both from my trip back to Nebraska and the trip over to Kansas City. But it just felt kind of exploitative. Felt like I really just wanted to take the opportunity to spend some quality time with people and not try to, I don't know, use it as some kind of a marketing ploy. God knows we've done enough what could pass for clickbait up for the last few weeks. So, but had a really good time. Just as I speak to you right now, this is a Tuesday evening, I am just worn out. And I probably look a little worn out. I have a little cut on my head because literally Sunday morning I fell out of bed and hit my head. It's not nearly as bad as it was earlier this year, but apparently for some reason my body is, or for some reason that I want to injure my left eye. And so that was not good. Sorry, had a little scratch there. Anyway, so this also should have been the week that we would have done another podcast. And I've had a good time doing and uploading the first 3 podcasts. But, you know, Monday was a very busy day. It started out around 9 a.m. with some breakfast and conversation, and I didn't get back home here until about 7:30, 7:45 that night. So really wasn't a lot of time to sort of make that happen. But we'll look at trying to get that done next week. We'll get a live stream in. We'll get a podcast in here sometime during the month of July. So I apologize. The content has simply not been there this past week, but I think I have kind of an excuse. In any case, had a really good time. All right, so for those of you who watched our show, well, I guess it is kind of our show, on Saturday, which I did kind of, I mean, it's a 20-minute show. I think I did it in 25 minutes on Friday night, and it just kind of spilled out, I guess. The sort of reflections on where We wanted to go as a channel, and what changes we were going to make to our two main broadcasts, and some things coming up that we're planning to do. So it had a tremendous amount of really good feedback from so many of you who I have gotten to know over the past several months and years, and just a lot of really good input and a lot of support for whatever we decide to do here on the channel. But we're not going away. The Saturday program, Vegas Weekly, is going to focus much more narrowly on Vegas, on, probably do some segments on Vegas news if there's something worth talking about, my feelings about that. We'll talk about different Vegas resorts. We will talk about Vegas comps. We will pick a question each and every week on that program from our Facebook group and answer it in at least some detail. If I don't know the answer, I'll find out. And so we'll kind of play around with that. As a result of that, we are moving PJ's Cocktail segment to this Wednesday broadcast. And I think I mentioned earlier on, well, I did mention earlier on in this particular broadcast that I want the Wednesday show to kind of be your show, in the same way that our Facebook group is your group. So we're looking for people that want to contribute content, whether it be a trip report or some thoughts and ideas about Vegas. And yeah, you can have a YouTube channel if you want to share your channel with the viewers here. Try to hopefully jumpstart that or get a few additional people to subscribe and get to know what you're doing. That's absolutely fine. I know we've had, people doing weather reports and sports reports and news segments, and we are moving PJ's Cocktail segment here to the Wednesday show. We're changing the name. It's going to be called Cocktail Corner. And we're kind of adjusting the way we're going to do it a little bit. What we would like you to do, if you're interested in seeing PJ make a particular cocktail, leave us a comment down in the area where you leave the comments. Down over here somewhere? No. And let us know what cocktail you would like to see. And if you have a particular recipe that you'd like to share, you can do that too. If we get a number of different people, and hopefully we will, we'll have PJ spin a magical wheel of cocktail spectacularity, and then choose one of those cocktails as a result of the spin of the wheel and make it for you. So, and if you've got a YouTube channel or any kind of social media you want to promote, he will help you promote that, just as I will. And again, as I mentioned this past weekend, we'll continue to do random taste tests and field trips and walkabouts and whatever really strikes our fancy. I do want to talk next week, and so I'll just give this out as a little teaser. I am going to talk a little bit next Wednesday about this month in my Vegas history. As you may remember from the video we did a few weeks ago, I've actually been in Las Vegas a number of times during the month of July. I did mention a couple of those in passing, but I wanted to kind of focus in on that a little bit more and talk about some of those trips, talk about the good things and the bad things about being in Vegas in the middle of summer. And certainly this particular summer has been insane, with temperatures pushing up almost towards record levels around 118 to 120, which is insane. Hopefully that will change before the next time I'm in town. Still kind of a secret. Some of you know, but we'll announce that sometime in the next 4 weeks or so, as far as that particular piece goes. Excuse me. So we'll talk about some of those July trips a little bit next week. We'll have the first episode of Cocktail Corner. And again, if any of you want to share a trip report, you can do a video, or you can just email me or send me some information and I'll cover it on the air. I think it'd be kind of fun. We got some fairly good responses to that idea when I brought it up on Saturday, so I hope that will happen. Again, a lot going on in Vegas over the next several months. We've got, we got the Summit Part 3. We got October coming up. I'm going to be there at some point. That's pretty exciting. So it should be fun. So again, remember, if you've got an idea for something you'd like to contribute to the Wednesday show, let me know. If you've got a cocktail you'd like PJ to make, got a specific recipe as well, let us know. He'll spin the wheel, he'll pick a cocktail, he'll make it live, well, kind of live on the show, so it should be fun. Again, I appreciate the tolerance, I will call it, over the last week and a half, really, with the content of the program and the laxity of what we tried to do, or what we have done. What we tried to do didn't turn out quite so well, but just to let you know, the casino was not a particularly friendly place for me. I don't think it was particularly friendly for my friend Kevin either. We will save the rest of our gambling money for Las Vegas here in a few months, and hopefully we'll have more success. Thank you again for spending a little bit of your day with me here on the Wednesday show. Going forward, I hope we will be back to kind of what we were doing for a few weeks there in May and June, with just really having fun with this, because that's what the Wednesday show is about. So let me know if you want to be a part of it, or let me know what you think about it. All right, we're going to call it good for right now. We'll be back on Saturday with another episode, a brand new format episode of Vegas Weekly. And we'll be back next week with something that hopefully will be good fun for you, and something that will bring you some good information about Las Vegas. Until then, everybody, I hope that you have a great, lucky, and healthy week. We will see you very soon. Bye-bye.